We are at Bob Evans and picking out breakfast, and then we're going to go shopping. Blueberry crepes. All right, breakfast was satisfying, and now we are headed over to the outlets, which is right next door to Bob Evans. So we had actually a really successful shopping trip to the outlets. Woo, so we just stopped at this place called Mom's Apple Pie Bakery, and I had never been in there, and I wanted to take Chris, and so we got 3 different slices. We got apple pie, pecan, and peach, and the place smelled amazing. It's this tiny little spot in like the middle of an intersection, but that pie crust smelled so good. Chris is nodding his head. Anyway, so now we're gonna run into King Street Coffee and grab a drink and probably head home after that. So I got a green tea latte. It's called Gunpowder Green Tea, and Chris got a cappuccino. Here's the famous apple pie. We're going in. Gonna try it now. You go first.
You go first.
Smells good. It's not warm, I assume.
No.
The crust is really good. So I had the brilliant idea of heating it up. Duh, I don't know why I didn't think of that first. It's a lot better now. The crust is really, really good. It's very buttery. It's nice that it has the double crust, like top and bottom. So I think I showed you. We got apple, peach, and pecan. So we're probably gonna be snacking on these, and then I need to head out after that. So this will kind of be my lunch. Oh, and I need to show you what I got. Okay, so from Williams-Sonoma, I picked up this Cooking for Jeffrey book by Ina Garten. We have her Make It Ahead cookbook, and Chris might have some other ones by her. I've cooked, oh yeah, he has Barefoot Contessa. So I've cooked for Make It Ahead, and I like it quite a bit, and I thought this had some recipes that looked really good, and it was 40% off, so I got that, and then I also got this muddler, because we make quite a bit of cocktail recipes, and so this is by OXO, or OXO, I never know how to say that, and then it's got the nice, like, plastic kind of, like, teeth at the bottom to muddle, and it's nice and tall, it has a good weight to it. So I got those 2 things at Williams-Sonoma. At 9 West, I got a pair of shoes, and I actually saw these at the beach when we went to the outlets, and they didn't have them in my size. And so at this outlet, they did have them. Oh, that looks like, hopefully that's not that's weird. So they're like these brown suede shoes, and they have a little heel, like kind of a kitten heel, and they were really comfortable, and I think they'll be really good for work. So I got those, and those were 40% off, so they were like $35, which is really good. And then we went into the Sperry outlet, and I never go in there, but my like angelfish shoes are kind of like, you know, they've seen better days, and so I was like, oh, let's go check it out. And everything was half off because the store is actually closing. So I got these, which are a combination of leather and canvas. So these navy blue ones for like $40, and these brown or like tan and olive, or sort of like a taupe color and olive. Also a leather canvas mix for $40 also. So that was really good. And that's everything we got at the, oh, Chris got like a knife from Williams-Sonoma on clearance. So we had a pretty good day. So the pecan pie is really good. Actually, I think I like it better than the apple pie. It's got some depth to it. Like there's some kind of, almost like a bourbon or a vanilla. There's a lot of something, and it's really good. Solid. We might try the peach pie today, or this one might get saved for another time, but this is solid. I would definitely go back for the pecan pie. Here I am in riding gear. It's been so long since I've put on these pants, but everything feels super comfortable, and I'm very excited to get going. I'm talking quietly because Chris is napping in here, so. Hey, so I'm all set. I'm on the road. I'm at a red light, but I'm not holding the camera anyway. So, yeah, I'm going riding today. It's been so long since I've been, and I'm really, really excited, but I'm also really nervous because I have never been to this barn before, and anyone who's into riding knows that, like, kind of every barn has its own personality. I mean, obviously the barn itself doesn't, but, like, there's kind of a culture that's different at each place. Some places are better than others and more relaxed and more fun, or, you know, more serious or whatever. So I just don't really know what to expect. And then also, like, yeah, it's farther away than I normally would go to ride. But so I'm actually going to be going to take a lesson, and I'm a little rusty, so I'm a little nervous about that, but that's all right. I'm going to take a lesson with a friend of mine, and she actually hasn't ridden in like 20 years. So we'll see how this goes, because the trainer is going to kind of try to instruct both of us at the same time. I don't know, it's sort of an experimental thing at this point. So yeah, if it works out, I'll probably go for private instruction on my own after. They don't like have any horses for lease or anything like that. I leased a horse this fall, privately, like through someone I know, because she actually has two, and so I leased one of her horses. I did a full lease, so I was the only one riding him. I could ride whenever I wanted, which was amazing, but I didn't end up riding as much as I hoped. So I think now, I mean, we'll see how this kind of lesson thing works out. If it works out and the drive isn't too bad, I may, like, sorry, I'm focusing here. I may go and like take lessons once in a while, but I still might want to lease a horse, like just do a partial lease or a half lease, because I've really got the itch to ride again. And fall in Northern Virginia is like the most beautiful time of year. It's not humid like it is in the summer here, and it's gorgeous weather for riding, especially because riding is really a workout. So it's actually nice when it's a little bit cooler, but not too cold. In the winter, it's not so much fun. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Well, I'm in Fauquier County now, and I still have like 20 minutes to go. This is definitely pretty far out, but I knew that. I knew it was like an hour away from home. It is what it is. Like where I live, if you want to ride horses, you generally have to go far. Hey, it's so dark. I'm in my garage right now, and the light's probably going to go off any minute, but I just wanted to say I had the best time ever riding. It was amazing. So much fun. I learned a few new things. My legs are killing me. They feel like jello. I'm going to be really sore tomorrow. I'm going to run inside, do some really quick stretches, and then hop in the shower and run over to our friends for their Halloween get-together tonight. It's not like a costume party. We're just going to, like, hang around and eat pizza and whatever. But so I have to run for that, and I don't know if I'll show any more tonight, but I may pick this back up tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is so late on Sunday. We stayed out pretty late at our friend's house, and then also I've just been lying in bed because it's one of those cool fall mornings, and I am incredibly sore from riding yesterday. I knew I would be. I was already sore last night. I knew I'd be sore today, and I'm probably going to be even worse tomorrow, so I knew this was happening, but it makes me just want to lie in bed. So I've slept in really late. I keep thinking Sadie's coming. Where are you, Sadie? Sadie? I don't know where she is. Anyway, so I'm just filming the carpet instead because my face is not fit for this camera right now. So I need to get up and get in the shower. Chris is at the gym right now. So, okay, I'm getting up. It's so nasty out. Been raining. I still need to clear out my veggie garden. It looks like we have a ripe tomato, but it's actually like rotting on the vine. And there's some green tomatoes still, but I don't know if they're going to ripen now that we're getting cold weather at night. So that's something I need to do, is like put the veggie garden to bed for the winter. I don't want to do it today. It's so icky and damp out. Alright, Sadie, are you done yet? Come on. guys saw this, but basically I went a little nuts at Teavana the other day because if you don't already know, they're closing all their stores. I don't know exactly when. So they had a ton of tea for like 75% off. I mean, it was ridiculous. So I bought 5 huge bags of tea. And then I needed a place, obviously, to store these because these gray, these like plastic things are not for long-term storage. And it would take a long time to drink all this tea. So I have one, this pretty purple sort of chinoiserie pattern that my mom gave me, and it has some tea in it right now. But I got a few more. These were all 30% off, so I got this green tin, pink version, the sort of bluish purple version, and then this one, which is actually 2-in-1. They stack. They're smaller. And then the teas that I got, if you're interested, I got this flowering pineapple, which is actually, it's like one of those things where it's like a little flower bloom and you put it in the water and it blooms. So flowering pineapple, jasmine silver needle, lavender cream. I'm very curious about this one. Dragonwell green tea. And this one is caramel truffle. This one was only 50% off, but it just sounded really good. Okay, I'm finally up and about, and I'm going to make this I always say cucumber, cauliflower soup with chervil, except we're not using that because I couldn't find it, even at Whole Foods, that I would think would be maybe the one place that would carry something kind of an unusual herb, and they did not. So I've got whole milk, 2 tablespoons of butter, some waxy potatoes, as they said, ground nutmeg, and a cauliflower head. And I'm just going to follow the recipe. This is from Vegetable of the Day, which is a Williams-Sonoma cookbook, and we've really enjoyed all or almost all of the recipes I've made out of it. I think all of them have been pretty good. So I'm going to give this a shot. Okay, so I've got the soup mixture going in a enameled cast iron Dutch oven. We've got chunks of potato, cauliflower, whole milk, salt, and then I bring this to a boil and cook it for a little bit, and then I will be using an immersion blender to get in there and puree it. And I think there's, butter gets added, but it's a pretty simple recipe. So it's done. This is the cauliflower soup. It's got nutmeg and butter and whole milk and cauliflower and potato all blended in, and some pepper and salt. So we're gonna have this now. It's actually lunchtime, so this works out. And then the rest will make good leftovers. Lunch is served. Is it good?
It's very good.
Yay. Try it out. So I have just been working on this Day of the Dead skull that I started a while back, and it took me forever to get enough coats of this teal color, this like aqua color, because this is actually a resin bone colored skull, and because it's resin and not like plaster or something, I had a hard time getting the paint to adhere properly and everything. So today it was just aqua, and I painted the teeth white and the eye sockets and everything black, and I added some flower stencils, and I'm using these stencils. This is all like one of those Michaels projects, so it's not freehand or anything. I definitely wouldn't be good at that. I think the rose came out really nicely, but some of them came out it's a bit difficult. So anyway, I don't care if it's perfect. I think it would just be, it's a fun craft, and I'll put it out at Halloween and bring it out again next year, and that's about it. So anyway, that's what I've been working on. Okay, we are now on our way to dinner with Chris's extended family, and it's raining, but traffic is not too bad, which is good. I'm hungry. I'm sure Chris is hungry. We pretty much had soup and pie for lunch, which is good, but I am now in need of a real dinner. So, here we go. We're back from dinner, stuffed, and I have to give you my obligatory shot of Sadie before I say goodnight. So, good night. Thanks for watching. See you next time.